Welcome to the SDX 270 Outboard walkthrough. For model year 21, we've added a couple of new gel colors for the SDX lineup. So we've added Kingfisher Teal and Neo Mint Green. Plus we also have a new refined metallic metal flake in black and blue. And before we start the rest of the walkthrough, let's talk a little bit about the engine that's on here. We have a white 300 horsepower Mercury on this boat. This one will do about 47 to 49 miles per hour at wide open throttle. It's also available in black. And then you'll notice that I'm also standing on Sea Deck. It's also available in two colors as well. So you have gray and brown. I'm actually standing on the brown. One of the really nice features of the SDX family is the storage on these boats. You can see here that we have a nice deep storage, really good for bringing wakeboards, knee boards, tubes, bringing them off the boat, stowing them right here. This goes back down. You have a cam style latch that twists, locks it down in place to keep it from raising up. You have two cup holders back here. You got a 12 volt so you can blow up all your air toys right here. You're not having to drag them through the boat. The other thing I wanted to talk about on the sun pad here in this area is we have a nice little chase lounge area where you can actually raise this up and down. So if you want it down, you just take it and drop it down, and now you just have a regular sun pad. So here we are at the walkthrough of the SDX 270 outboard, and before we make our way to the cockpit, I want to talk about a couple of features here at the back. First and foremost, this boat's equipped with a premier audio system. So what do you get with that? You get a transom remote right here at the aft of the boat, so anybody sitting on the sun pad can control it throughout the day. The other nice feature is a transom shower. So coming on and off the boat, you can wash your feet, wash the dog off, spray off your water toys, whatever you need to do. The other thing to keep you from having to climb in and out of the boat all the time is we have a nice cooler storage right here in the walkway as you come on the boat. So one of the other nice features here is the transom door. So this helps keep the little ones and the dogs in. And then if you're in a coastal market or if you're in an area with a fixed dock and the tide goes up and down or your lake goes up and down, we have a nice boarding step here. You have a non-skid on the gunnel, and then you have a boarding step that comes down into the boat and helps you get in here nice and easily. Now let's take a look at the rest of the cockpit. So here we are in the SDX 270 outboard cockpit. First thing I want to point out is a new tower from model year 21. You can see it's actually in white. It's also available in black. You can get board racks with that, and you can also get tower speakers that mount up here. You can also see that I have plenty of headroom. One of the things we did with this tower is we extended the sunshade and we made it 110 inches, and we also gave plenty of headroom, so you're entering and exiting the boat, you have plenty of headroom to enter the boat. In addition to being able to get a tower, which this boat is equipped with, you can also get a bimini or you can get no overhead structure. The next thing I want to talk about is the upholstery. So we have upholstery in three colors. This is shown in stone with a medium gray accent. So you can actually get it with ivory, which is white vinyl, with an espresso accent, which is a dark brown, or you can get a dune, which is a tan color with an espresso accent, which is also a dark brown. And then if you move to the floor, you can see I'm standing on the Snap-in Infinity. We have three different flooring options, four if you count not having any flooring in the boat. First, this is Infinity in brown. We also offer it in gray. Then we have a Snap-in Sea Deck, and we also have a Snap-in Carpet. Both of those are available in gray and brown as well. So now let's move into the storage of the cockpit and the convertibility of this cockpit. One of the first things I wanted to point out was we have a nice little sink area here for you to wash your hands or wash off any utensils you've used during the day. You've got cup holders. So here on the starboard side, we have a nice cushion that lifts up with two 4-bar hinges that gives you access to your cooler storage, which is dedicated here. We also have your blue LED accent lighting located right here. You can see again, you've got another cup holder there, grab handle here. What we've done on the SDX 270 outboard is we've got a nice hinge storage that lifts up right here. Your batteries are accessible right there. Your battery switch is on the wall, and your battery charger plug is right there. As we move up the port side, we also have a table mount and some cup holders, but then we have a really nice deep storage area here on the port side for life jackets, throw cushions, and anything else you need for the day. So we just looked at the storage under the seats, but we also have a really nice in-floor storage on this boat. So again, like all Sea Rays, cam style latch to hold it down so that when you're underway, it's not making noise and vibrating. A-side finish with a seal on it to keep the water out. You can see that there's a nice drain right there, so when the water does get there, it's going to drain and off the boat. So the other really nice features in this cockpit are the convertibility of the backrest. So you have the forward-facing backrest as you see it here, but I can also take this and I can move it to where it's aft-facing. I can also do it on the starboard side. So you have a nice conversational cockpit on this boat. Now, if I move them into the forward-facing position, both seats have a thigh rise that raises up to bolster the driver and the passenger as you're facing forward. Then on the 270, we have a head, which is nice and spacious for a 27-foot boat. And then we have a nice glove box right here on top over here to stow your belongings. Now let's make our way to the dash and talk about the features that we have there. First and foremost, we have the Fusion Apollo 770 head unit, which tells me that this boat is equipped with the Premier audio system. So that upgrades your speakers to Signature Series speakers and your sub to a Signature Series 10-inch sub. Then with that, you get a 5-channel amplifier to power all that. And then if you order the tower speakers, you'll also get another amp to power those speakers. So here we are at the display. So there's 3 options here for the dash. You can do gauges, you can do a 9-inch Simrad, or you can do the 12-inch Simrad, which is shown here. As we move down on the switch panel, you can see that there's lighting controls all right here. So this is where you control your anchor light, your running lights, and your LED lighting in the boat. As you move to the starboard side, you have your windlass controls, which is an optional feature on this boat. And you also have your key switch, your USB, and your connection to your Fusion. And then you have your hydraulic trim tab controls, which is an optional feature on the SDX family as well. But as we move forward, I want to point out a couple of things. So under the console, we have a really nice storage area with dedicated table storage. So the table mount that we pointed out earlier is actually stowed right in here. The other nice feature on this SDX 270 outboard is the bow block-off door. So if you're underway and it's a little windy or chilly outside, you can put this up and close your windshield. The other nice feature that's in the bow of this boat is we have an in-floor storage. Again, double A-side finish, nice sill around it to keep the water out of it, and then you have a drain down there, cam-style latch to suck it down nice and tight to keep it from rattling while you're underway. Now let's take a look at the rest of the bow of this boat. So here we are in the bow of the SDX 270 outboard. One of the things I wanted to point out first was the stainless steel latch that we have here that catches the windshield when it goes down and locks it into place. So that way it's not moving around when the windshield's open. The other really nice feature we have here is the armrest. So when you're sitting forward, you got your legs spread out, you've got these nice armrests, so you have one on either side of you. The other nice feature is the hinge storage that we have here in the bow. You can see it's nice and deep. You also have a windlass with anchor, stainless steel anchor on this one, and you have a bow washdown. So when you're pulling that up, you can hose it off and make sure you're not putting mud or sand in your boat. So we'll close that back up. As we move around to the starboard side, you can see here the Fusion Signature Series Premier audio speaker, and you can also see the medium gray with contrast stitching accent panel that we put up here in the boat. Now let's go to the transom of this boat and close out this walkthrough. So that concludes the SDX 270 outboard walkthrough. But before we go, I want to talk about another couple of options that we've added for model year 21. That is the Elite and the Elite Plus package. So the contents of the Elite package are fender clips, blue LED lighting, C-deck on the swim platform, your tower, and a 9-inch Simrad. So what's in the Elite Plus package? First and foremost, you get your Premier audio system, you get your through-hole underwater LED lights, you get bow filler cushion, you get the head interior upgrade, a teak table, stainless steel anchor and a windlass, and you also get a 12-inch Simrad versus a 9-inch Simrad. Thank you for joining us for this walkthrough today. If you have any other questions or you want to build your own boat, you can always visit us at searay.com. Thank you.